wait, no, I'm not clicked in. I'll just start waving this around like a crazy person.
Okay, timer started.
Okay, unlike all the other talks today, which have all been really intelligent, smart, and fantastic, I'm going to talk about childhood trauma and an obsession that I only finished recently. And the pun is in the name, got R, catch 'em all. I realised only recently that if I actually used R properly, I could catch all 151 Pokemon without even really trying, and I was trying to do that for 20 years. So, we're going to do it 3 different ways. There's going to be R-Vest, which was suggested by Agnes, which was a really useful tool for this. There was also a couple of other things that we're going to be looking at. There's an Arbok situation and a couple of plots. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it 3 times because I have the time to do that because R makes it quick, I guess. There we go. So, first thing is finding a Pokemon in the wild grass. I went onto the web and I found a Bulba Garden, which is effectively an obsessively compiled website with all the data for all the Pokemon. It's fantastic for someone who's basically only 12. And the URL for it is there, and we're going to use this as the core data set for all 3 opportunities. First way is to use RVest and Margaret. So RVest is a Hadley Wickham package. It makes web scraping data super, super easy. That's all you need to do. The gist of this function is you read the whole web page. That makes a web page object. You use XML2 to do that. You then use RVest to basically slice up the CSS, and then you get your data table. What RVest recommends, which I found problems with, probably myself, was Selector Gadget is an interactive tool where you click on a web page and it gives you a div. It didn't work for this, so I had to go into the Chrome dev thing and just find the div. It was super simple, but in this case, Selector Gadget didn't quite hit me. There's the data. It was that simple. It's 20 years wasted on a video game staring into a Game Boy, and what, 5 minutes of code? Yeah. So, there's not much more to say about that. Yeah. There we go. So we're in the data table now, and what we do is, the problem with web scraping is sometimes the data doesn't really work out the way you want it to, so I turn it into a data table. I fix a blank column, which we're going to come to in a minute, because that contains the images. And then we're going to use set names to fix an accent, because I don't want to use accents in my code, that sounds horrible. And then rename the dex number, and that renames the initial column. Okay, second method. First time, we took 151 Pokemon, we took that off the table. This time we're going to take 151 images, we're going to take them from separate pages. So to do that, we go to Bulba Garden again, we pull the image CSSs out. In this case, Selector Gadget worked, and it got me that CSS code. We then do some string fixing with stringer, which is another Hadley package. We pull the middle string out, and then we get this. That is the URL. So there are 151 rows, and there are 151 URLs for 151 Pokemon, and all the stats to go with them. And I think this is super cool, because I'm a massive child. So that is great. We're now almost there, and the final thing we need to do is pull all these images down. And there are ways to do this in Arvest, and there are ways to make this work with data table. I know there are, I'm just not good enough to do it. So I ended up making an unvectorized for loop, someone slapped me. But it wasn't that bad. It took about 40 seconds to actually run, and it's really straightforward. The funny thing, if you're doing this, is I had issues with making it work for Windows. There's some weird trick, I don't really understand it, but there it is. We now have someone's PC with 151 Pokemon in it, which is the combination of a lot of childhood memories, which is quite neat. But that's not enough. There's going to be more. So the final thing we're going to do with this is freeze. There we go. We have a library, and I was looking at ways to plot all these images in ggplot. I was looking at ways of doing this in ggviz and a couple of other ways, but I found this. And for the sake of pronunciation, which me and Steph have been talking about, I'm going to use Arbok. The way you use Arbok is you make a figure, you pipe into the figure, you give it a layer, you give it the metrics, and this is the really interesting part. There are a load of images, and that's not actually the local versions of the images. Arbok will go out to all these URLs that you supply in your data table, pull the images for you, and plot that, which, when I found it, was just really satisfying because little effort, maximum impact. I love it. Interesting thing about this, baby Pokemon on the bottom, interesting Pokemon on the top. Final thing, takeaways. Use XML2 to read a whole page. Use HTML node and HTML nodes to return singular and multiple objects from your page. Use RVest and HTML table to pull data tables out. Data table and RVest I couldn't make work, but that's probably my problem. Use stringer to manipulate URLs, and if you want to see more of me being just a huge fanboy, I'm going to be doing this a lot more. My idea is to keep building this web page and just do lots of ML and database stuff using Pokemon as a data set, because I find that satisfying. Thank you very much.
Thank you.